Yeah, everybody, no, don't worry, we've got plenty of game today, okay? Not just Ernest Evans, which is very much game, you know? No, we've got 3 others for you, don't worry. No stressing. Widow Blue Bowie, thank you for the gift subs. Oh my gosh, you're like the gift sub person these days. Seriously, huge thank you. Just always imagine like David, like you're the David Bowie of the stream. Escorian, you won a prediction? Yeah! Well, good job. Welcome on back, everybody, to Kuso6rande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, and thank you so much, Random Genius, for resubscribing. Just want to remind everybody that Tuesday nights we generally have Don't Make Us Bored. We want more people to submit. Essentially, all you do is come, chat with us, play a game for up to an hour, and then, you know, that's it. So if you would like to come and play a game on the stream, whether it's a game that you are an expert with it, or something that, you know, you don't play well, that's fine. We just want to have fun and chat with people and watch people play video games. That would be fantastic. Now, oh yeah, type !DMUB if you would like to see the submission form. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game and the reveal here. Whoosh! Everybody, you know her, you love her, we've had her quite a bit around here. Say hello to our next GM, Garby. Hello, Garb. I think you're coming. I think you're almost here. Maybe you're almost here. Garby. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm excited to show this game off. Or it's like a new game. Or it's an old classic.
I was gonna say, I know this game very well. It's not a new game.
Yeah. So would you like me to reveal it?
Yes. What game do you have today?
So today I'm gonna be giving Gordo 106.
Oh, I love this, and I love that we had a run during Big Bad Game-a-thon with commentary from the developers. This game is a lot of... What do I say? I think that this is a game that has a lot of beautiful potential, and honestly is pretty enjoyable to play. It's got some big flaws, though.
Yeah, I appreciate this game. It definitely has flaws, but I enjoy playing it.
Oh yeah. Just because a game has flaws doesn't mean that's a problem at all, especially around here where we just have fun with weird video games anyway. So how are you doing, Garb? It's been a little while since I've talked to you.
Yeah, I've been doing well. So what's been going on with me is that I'm in part of Educate Collective, and we've been preparing like our next marathon, Undefined Behavior 2.
Oh, wait. Signups are still open, right?
They'll be up until the 17th.
Okay, I need to apply this year. I absolutely want to apply.
Yeah, I hope you can make it.
Yeah, I just always forget. That's my biggest problem. That because, you know, I want to send in like AI dungeon or something like that, something that's completely not what anybody would expect, you know. Yeah, so you've been getting ready for that, and is it coming along pretty well?
It's been coming along well. Yeah, we've been like getting submission forms and things. And
oh, good. Yeah, that's great to hear. Honestly, there are a lot of people in the community here for Kuso6rande who work on other projects. I love to support them. I love when they come and talk about the projects here. Honestly, you know, it's not something that everybody always shares all the time when it comes to streams, but I figure part of building the community is letting people know about events that are happening. So that will be a lot of fun. I hope we, I hope that I can remember to send something in. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm trying to think what else is going on. Have you played any really good games recently?
Any really good games? Well, not. I haven't really played that many like good games lately.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've just been. I don't know.
You don't know. Well, that's fair. I mean, there's a time for everything, a time for good games, a time for bad, a time for no games, a time for all the games. For me, it's been a time of, I don't know, Loop Hero.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
Oh, it's so good. Like, honestly, you should give it a shot. It's very enjoyable.
Ooh, yeah, I may need to check that out.
Yeah, I really, really hope that they give out, or that they have updates in the near future, because it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Those are the Gordo sounds I like to hear on my stream. Yeah. So Gordo 106, one of the games that Tristan, I believe, originally gave out a few marathons, a few tournaments back, not marathons. And honestly, it became a darling of the community.
Yeah, it's definitely a neat game.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking to make sure everybody is looking from the Discord so that we can start as soon as they are. Hey, everybody get all of your monkey emotes. What other things would be appropriate for people to spam? Hats?
I guess animal emotes if you have those.
Animals. Oh yeah, we need to save the animals. Come on, spam. Spam, everybody, spam. And as soon as I see movement in the game, I will start our timer. Level 1-1, and Exuno is moving. I'm not an animal. Why would you spam my face? Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't believe that people would just go and call me an animal on twitch.tv. So yeah, this is a game that came out for the Atari Lynx, and I think was possibly one of the last games that was released at that time. Which, honestly, I love the way the game looks. I love the way that it plays. It's just so late into the Atari life cycle that, or the Lynx life cycle, that very few people ever played this.
Yeah. So it looks like boss fell in like one of the pits, and now they'll need to like get out of there, and so the way they work is that if you die, you'll lose a life and restart from the beginning level. But if you get back in, you'll still go to the beginning level, but you won't lose a life. So that's how those work.
Yeah, basically, this game has a lot of traps, a lot of pits that you can fall into, and none of them are required. In fact, going into them is probably the thing that you really do not want to do. What the players are going to have to figure out, though, is how to run reliably. Because you can run in this game, you have to do a running jump there in order to get past. Exuno going down second pit, and this should be insta-death. Oh, nope. What?
I believe it's random where they lead.
Exuno's just like, I'm resetting. I don't want to go down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, the developers of this game went on to make Diablo, you know, just a slightly important video game in history. This was their first game. Essentially, what we learned was that they worked for some sort of printing company. I don't know if they made stickers or something. And the boss was there and said, hey, you guys want to make a video game? And they're like, yeah, sure, that'd be fun. They made this.
Oh.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the developers definitely know that this is not the best game out there. They dunked on this, but I think they were overly harsh about this game as well, because honestly, for the links, like, look at the various backgrounds. We've got parallax, we've got fairly good dorky animation. There are some design problems with the levels, but I still feel like this is an enjoyable experience to play through.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, if you're seeing this and you're not already on Twitch TV, click here to get the best Twitch experience.
Oh my gosh. Oh, watch out for the lava, Exuno. Yeah. The thing is, it's a little bit painful because it's not super obvious that if you fall into one of these pits, there's no benefit to it. Like, some people will get stuck going back to that area over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And yeah, KM, you're completely right that you're usually the cruelest when it comes to your own art. The thing is, like, here's what I think. While that is somewhat true, I've also learned to not voice those thoughts too much out loud and just keep them in. And then when people compliment me, I'm like, oh, thank you. And then when people say something bad about it, I'm like, that's it. I'm gonna destroy you. Criticizing me and my art. This is art, and I know all of its flaws. You can't talk to me like that. So yeah, that's a healthy way to think. Oh, yeah, but seriously, I don't know. That's one thing about art and the act of creation. Everybody is going to have certain things that they like, certain things that they don't like, and just because one person doesn't like something about your media, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. Just, they didn't like that. Oh no, Exuno managed to get the jump, but went straight into the chopper. Or the cosmetic tester. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, Nephirim is all right. Currently on the game over screen, she just has to hit reset in order to start back up. But honestly, taking a little bit of a break and looking at the manual, if you gave the manual out, which you did, is not necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah, I thought it'd be good here. Since this is round one, I kind of want to be a little bit nice to them.
Oh, you're so kind.
I know.
Oh, yeah. At least oh, there's the manual. Okay, I accidentally downloaded the game instead. That's okay. By the way, this game, you know, there weren't too many copies that were made. The cart complete in box, I know in one place, I actually found a copy here at my used video game store, $180. Yeah, I didn't buy it. That's pretty pricey. But I really am happy that the developers sort of look back on this time and even though they didn't make the best game in the world, they still, I don't know, enjoyed just the act of creating and coming up with the various animated sprites in the background. This dorky story about a monkey trying to save all these other lab animals. It's cute. It's cute. Wait, yeah. Okami, the game isn't that expensive? Well, okay, the full in-box version might be a little pricier.
Yeah.
So, one of my favorite things about this game, by the way, is especially the manual, the strategy section, which gives you various strategies for how to play the game. Strategy 1, learn the lay of the levels. If you know what is coming, you can prepare for it. Okay, so learn the stage. I think Justin's running like Gordo. Oh, his running animation is so good. That's how Justin usually runs, though, you know, just flailing. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. He's also doing the celebration at the end of the level. Oh, good job. Yeah.
Aww.
Good job, Justin. I'm so proud of you. If only all of you could see what I was seeing. Oh, you love Gordo? Oh, he loves Gordo. He's got a good run. It's a backpack, not a safety pin. I mean, it looks like a safety pin, but it's like a little... It's like a... It's European. It's like a purse. I'm not gonna sleep on the couch tonight. Probably gonna be the floor. A satchel, that's what it's called, a satchel, not a safety pin. Okay, anyways, learning the lay of the levels. Strategy number 2 for this game. There are times when Gordo must make a leap of faith. This means he must jump without seeing where he will land. There's no way to avoid this. Good luck. Yeah! And I would say that that is one of the biggest flaws of this game, that you have to make plenty of jumps and you do not know where you'll be going unless you have learned the layout of the level already. So, yeah, major flaw right there. Thank you for starting the prediction, by the way. Who will win? Somebody on the left or somebody on the right? We have some pretty strong players as well as new players. I know Exuno has played before, and if I'm not mistaken, Spader, but I think Nephirim and Faltsigabot are both new.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how everyone does.
Yeah, blind jumps. Oh, Igabod may have been in it last year. Yeah, I forgot. You're correct.
Oh.
So, at the same time, I don't know. What was I going to say? Okay, here. Information. Simply put, critical design thing. Do not put blind jumps in your video game. They're never fun. Never. Unless there is a guaranteed chance of surviving. Sometimes falling sections, like in Mega Man with the spike rooms, they're evil, but they're alright because they give you a small pause to see where where you're going to have to land. But most of the time, like, blind drops are just bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Strategy number 3, never pass up a puppy exit or a cage. Would you agree with that? Good strategy?
Yeah.
What do you get for freeing the animals?
So I think you get points, and it says how many animals you free at the end of the level. So maybe you get a better ending. I'm honestly not sure.
Satisfaction per chat. Honestly, you know, I think most people would think that it's pointless after a little while, since it really just boosts your points. However, extra lives are very important in this game, and you do get extra lives based off of the number of points that you get. So it's not a bad strategy to collect. By the way, we saw somebody run into the saw trap, which is definitely evil in this game. You try as you may, you can keep trying to jump over it, and I believe you might be able to with a super precise jump, but there is a switch to the left of the giant saw blade that you can flip in order to turn it off.
Yeah. Huh. So yeah, I think Boss got hurt by that, so they'll need to start over. But they made it to 2-3. Has anyone else made it that far yet?
I don't think so. That seems to be the first time that we've seen
Yeah.
the saws. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I guess I will say that everyone here, they said they did have seen this game but haven't played it, and everyone was comfortable with like having this game. So I decided to give it.
Why do they have saws in the Shriner Club? Why?
I know.
Like, are they do they just hang out and they're like, hey, everybody, at Shriners, we're gonna go ahead and make some wood furniture. Yeah! Drinking and using buzzsaws, that is a bad combo. Not Kuso recommended, let me tell you. Exuna just freed the bunny! Aw, that's very nice.
Aw.
The saws make more tiny cars. Oh, actually, that could help. Yeah, I like the tiny cars. Okay, Exuno, on to the second world with 3 lives right now. You can tell how many lives are left on the left side of the screen. The red dots there shows you. The red dots at the top right, those are how many apples you have left. And by the way, the strategy in the manual says don't waste apples. You don't want to run out. Apples don't grow on trees, you know? Well, the trees don't grow in this building, so you need every apple you can find. Okay,
Yeah.
Avoid pits. Dungeons are dark, uncomfortable places which give monkeys like Gordo a bit of trouble. Respectable monkeys always stay above ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you go underground, no respect.
Oh, it looks like Spader made it to the place, like the thing that has like a whole lot of monkeys that you can rescue.
Oh yeah, you can get a lot of points and a lot of extra lives by doing that if you take the time. But again, I don't know if the players know about that. One of the things in games like this, as well as realizing that if you do run out of lives, you have to start the game all the way over again. Oh my gosh. Looks like people are enjoying this music.
Yeah. So,
I like it.
But I think the only thing with having that happen is that you still have to start from the beginning level, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah, if you die, you go back to the beginning of the level. If you run out of lives, you go back to the beginning of the game. So it's a huge setback if you do run out of lives on a good run. So realizing that you can get extra lives could make the difference between various places. You know, it could boost somebody up in the rankings. I like the dancing Shriners there, the ones walking like zombies. Is it a dance move? What is it?
Oh, huh. Oh, that, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you dance? I don't do that. I try not to dance whenever I get the chance.
I mean, same. I wonder.
No, Glitch Witch, I didn't say I was a good dancer. I said I took second place in a dance competition. That's all. That doesn't mean anything. And I didn't dance like the Shriner here. Okay, I'm gonna switch away from that, and we're gonna switch over back to the manual with some of the information here. Some situations are like puzzles. You must learn how to solve them if you hope to make it. I'm not sure there are too many puzzling things in this game, but that's a fair enough suggestion there. Okay, don't be in too big of a hurry to meet N-Human. He's not a very nice guy, and his penthouse is pretty much monkey-proof. Then again, Gordo's no ordinary primate. I would kind of agree with this game that it's fine to take a little bit longer. There's not a timer. You know, staying alive is more important than going fast in this type of race, which is, you know, it's a little bit counterintuitive when you're doing a blind race, but if you don't have a timer, then it's much safer to just make reliable progress rather than fast progress.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think with the display, I forget if after you have one life, if it counts like the 0 life where there's no squares on the left. I don't think it does, but I could be wrong.
We might find out on the bottom left. Nephirim, she currently only has the 1 dot left, and simply put, we're probably gonna see a death in this dungeon section because no respect. They got no respect. Not a respectable monkey going down here.
So heads up, I think she prefers to go by Cowlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I could change that on the spreadsheet if needed.
It's like there's a difference between the Discord name and the Twitch name, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Gotcha. I can update that. Yeah, I have the Twitch name on the screen so that people can go follow and support the various players here. Callan is at the bottom left. When we say Callan, that is who we're referring to. She is starting to get the hang of this. She's doing pretty well. Exuno,
Yeah.
I wonder if Exuno can move into first here. Like, because I believe this is the buzzsaw level, the one with the buzzsaw at the very end that everybody will die on. But if Exuno, it looks like, yes, that is an extra life, the dot is, and you do have 1 life left after you run out of those.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's definitely helpful. So, yeah, Carol Z is saying the manual is anti-speedrun. The thing is, a lot of people fall into speedrun traps when they do blind playthroughs of video games. You don't necessarily want to go fast when it comes to a tournament like this, because making steady progress is going to end up being more successul than sporadic. Oh, Exuno dying in the exact same spot. That was foreseeable. I expected that to happen. So Exuno is tied. That would put Exuno in second if we ended at this point. But I think we're going to see people get past that buzzsaw pretty soon.
Yeah. So one thing I think the players are probably having a little trouble with is like the dash. So you would think it would work like you tap and then quickly tap again. What you need to do, however, is like tap and then wait a little bit and then tap again, if I remember correctly.
It's a little weird. Yeah, you just, like, the timing of double pressing to dash just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. There are a few things like that that make this game a little bit more challenging than it really should be. False Igabod, by the way, onto the buzzsaw here as well. Key thing is to not just hold right, go left. There's stuff to the left. Oh, go, go, go! Oh, go! Monkey, go! Yeah, there's the switch. Just gotta turn it off. There we go. Buzzsaw stopped, and that is back in first. False Igabod leading the pack.
Yo, yay. I really hope that some of our players can make it to like 3-3. That's probably one of the harder levels to figure out.
Yeah, I think I remember that level, and I would definitely agree. Honestly, I would be surprised if we see World 4, but we could.
I could see it maybe happening.
Just at this point, there are so many enemies, so many things that are damaging you that it's very difficult to actually maintain a good amount of health throughout here. Staying on the top route is generally a good idea in this game whenever possible. Swinging is, if you get into a good rhythm for the swings here, you can usually do it pretty fine, but it still feels a little janky.
Yeah. Ooh, Foss is on to 3-2, so
very nice.
This is really good progress.
Yeah, so the person who runs this place, who runs the testing facility, his name is N-Human. What a good guy. And the stomping shoes, always important in video games and always deadly. They appear to take away 4 hit points each stomp, so you definitely don't want to touch the shoes if you can avoid it. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah.
The jumping men aren't really as deadly as the shoes.
Yeah, the shoes are dangerous.
So there are different descriptions of levels here as well in the manual. The first one, the laboratory. Gordo must escape from the main lab, freeing his bunny friends as he goes and fighting off evil, but weak lab technicians. That sounds about right for almost every lab technician. Evil, but weak.
Oh my god.
All you science people out there, you can probably confirm that.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's a game over for Falls, but they still made it pretty far.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
So people are asking why there are giant stomping shoes 5 times larger than the human enemies. Let me go ahead and read the description of that level. I'm not sure it actually helps, but it's the fashion center. Gordo creates havoc in the tailor studio, then at N-Human's annual fashion gala. This does not please N-Human, who hires a bounty hunter to get rid of the pesky simian. Yeah, that didn't help. There's also the lobby, which is the second world in this game. As Gordo proceeds through the N-Human complex, he walks right into the middle of a hunters convention. I guess the Shriners are actually hunters. Okay. Gordo must brave deadly suitcase traps and wild lodge members to get out alive. Oh my gosh, it's like Twin Peaks. Gotta get out of the lodge.
Yeah. So currently looks like Callan is in World 2, so that's cool.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Callan is making a decent amount of progress in the bottom right. Yeah, like I can see the hunters and the dogs and the deer heads in this, so I guess this is a hunter place, but honestly, I think the Shriners take over pretty quickly. Maybe it's just because they, you know, had better drinks than the hunters. So, you think 3-3 is going to be a major wall for the players. What else do you think they're struggling with right now? What is the hard part of this game early on?
I'd say probably the World 2 solves are pretty tricky, and also some of the one-hit kills and pits in the early worlds can be pretty rude as well.
Okay, gotcha. Jump,
Yeah.
Gordo, jump.
And also, yeah, the big shoes are also deadly.
Probably smelly too. Gross, smelly shoes. I don't know how often they like wash the clothes that like fashion models use. Like I imagine they want to keep them in pristine condition, but you know, if you wash them too much, they're gonna start getting a little bit ragged and worn, and you know, got to keep them looking brand spanking new. So maybe just don't wash them. Then they get smelly. That's why they wear all the perfume. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never been in a... Have I been in a fashion show? Oh, now I have to ask myself questions. There are memories that, like, I just don't remember until I start talking about them. So, have I been in a fashion show? I couldn't tell you.
We're learning the lore.
Probably a crappy one, if that. Well, the later levels that we have in this game, you know, after the Fashion Center, there's Earl's Puppy Farm, there's Research and Development, and finally, the Penthouse. I'm glad that this lab has a penthouse. I feel like... I don't know. I'm not sure I'm not really a big fan of that. Chad is pointing out something important as well. The underground areas are getting less recoverable. They actually stay relatively same throughout the game. There are some that absolutely you cannot get out. They're just a death room. And, you know, why not just randomly have some death rooms underneath the lab? It's great.
I could be totally wrong, but if I remember correctly, you can actually get out of that one that just has all the fire.
Wait, you can? How?
I'm not sure, but I've just heard that you could.
Oh my gosh. It's like rumors from the 90s. You know, people tell you that, and you try to confirm, but you try and you just can't. Oh, never. Callan. We didn't get the fire room. I was expecting the fire room because of falling into a second pit. If we get Callan falling into a third pit, then we might see the fire room. Nope, that's lava. That's death.
Oh, Cat. Glitchwitch is saying that she believes that the devs told that there's a false wall to the left or something.
Oh my gosh. And I was even talking to the devs when they told us that. Well, oops, I forgot. Yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to try out someday. Not really. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I haven't tested it either. So, but yeah, it'd be cool if like that was something you could do.
Oh yeah. Well, we are just about half an hour into this match. It is being a fun ride. We're seeing a lot of progress from the various players. Still, I think it was Faltsigabot and Exuno who made it into the third world, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Zuno and False did. I know False made it to the world. I think that Zuno may have gone in died to the saw beforehand, but I could be mistaken.
I know Exuno did die to the saw. Maybe it's just Stigabod who made it to the third. I don't know. We've got half an hour left. They can just make more progress. There.
Yeah.
It's your job, players, to make me know who won. by doing better. You gotta do better. Seriously, though, that's sort of the process of Kuso6rande. You know, you start, you don't know how you're going to do with the game. You just get better at playing as you go along. You know?
Yeah.
If you got turned into an animal, what would it be? I wouldn't go monkey, personally. What would you go for? A cat?
Yeah.
I used to daydream, like, as a kid, I would just daydream about turning into a cat. And I was like, this would be great. It would be amazing. Okay, don't have to worry about anything. Just a cat.
Just meow for food.
Yeah. I'd want to be treated extremely well, though. Not like the cats from my childhood. You know, because... Our family, we had outdoor cats, and let's just say that outdoor cats in rural Utah, there are coyotes out there, okay? Our cats didn't always live the longest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Zuno might make it to the end of World 2.
There we go.
Yay.
Exuno is through on to 3-1. Yeah, the big buzzsaw is a big troll. The first time that you get there, I think pretty much everybody dies. I'm not sure I've seen anybody not die. So getting back there and figuring out how to deactivate it, it's not too challenging, but it still is a pretty good sign of progress there.
I'm honestly impressed that they didn't just try to keep jumping over it. Because I feel like I would have tried to just keep jumping over it, even though it's really hard to do that.
I like the rolling rolls of fabric or logs. Hard to say exactly. The jumping men, though, I'm not sure what they are or what they're doing, but they really want to kick your butt.
So someone's saying in chat that Neff goes that Kaylin goes by Neff or Kaylin.
Okay, good to know. Just correct me whenever I'm wrong. I think that's the best way to go about it, because I've got for these kinds of things, sometimes I have the memory of a sieve. Yeah. Doesn't hold much.
Remembering
Well,
things is hard.
Devil Ray, thank you so much for resubscribing. Always glad to have you around. Spader just cleared one of the levels in World 2, moving on to 2-2. Very nice. I feel like Spader is starting to make a little bit more progress than they managed to do before. Oh no, Exuno, that is game over. And as per Link's tradition, there's no reset. It doesn't go back to the main screen. You have to push the reset button on the handheld.
Yeah. I think that was 3-1, or I forget if that was 3-1 or 3-2.
That was a good amount of progress there. I don't know if that was good enough to move into first, but for sure up in the top 2.
Yeah. It does look like Kaylin's in 2-3, so that's cool.
Yeah, Kaylin may get trolled by the giant buzzsaw. That's the stream on the bottom left. So we'll have to see how she is able to do. Hey, she made it into the room of cages. Not a bad room to get dumped in. If you know that points can give you extra lives, then you can definitely rack those up. But she just left. She did get an extra life out of it, though.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely doesn't hurt to stock up on those, because the later levels, you're going to die a lot. So yeah, I wouldn't really be a big fan of being a monkey. Most other animals, cool. Monkey, no. Like, Gordo's actually pretty cute. I definitely wouldn't want to be a great ape, but maybe a smaller monkey would be fine.
Yeah, probably just like a smaller monkey. I'd agree with that.
Like, make me an Abu, okay? I'll be an Abu. I know that I am a great ape. I don't want to be a great ape, okay? Okay, if I had to turn into somebody, if I had to turn into another animal, I wouldn't want to turn into another human. That would be dumb, okay? Done with that. I'm done with the human life. We're going whatever. We're going something else. Mediocre ape? No, I'm not going to be a mediocre ape. Dumb. Yeah, this game, like, honestly, I would say the Lynx didn't exactly have the best video game library on it. And this came out so far in the Lynx life cycle that most people didn't expect it. But I would say out of most of the Lynx games out there, this one is relatively fun, relatively good. It's got problems. That you saw Spader did the blind jump into the buzzsaw, because guess what? Everybody does that. That's just what happens. Yeah, the biggest thing that this suffers from is that you can't really see where you're going.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
Yeah, the blind jumps. Oh, yeah?
This is definitely one of the better Lynx games, probably. I mean, I haven't played that many, but I mainly played this and Bubble Trouble are the only ones that I've really played, so I don't really have much perspective.
Yeah. I mean, we had, what, a Basketballs game on that? Batman Returns, that can't be good. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, there's not a single good Bill and Ted game out there. Oh, jeez. Oh, that looks like a nightmare. Blue Lightning, I don't know what that is. Bubble Trouble, yeah, I'm not a fan of that game.
Yeah.
Dirty Larry Renegade Cop, that sounds like a blast. Wait, Game Boy Bill and Ted is actually fun? I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. Hey, Kung Food. Yeah, I hate that one. There's some.
Yeah.
There's some Ninja Gaiden games. Pit Fighter, I'm pretty sure that's not good. Yeah, just a lot of ports of other games, and then games that I know are really, really bad. It's got Todd's Adventures in Slime World, which might actually be one of the better ones as well. Oh, I love people in chat defending games like Rygar Lynx. What? Rygar Lynx is actually good?
I may need to check that out. I played the NES version and that's cool, but I haven't tried the Lynx one.
Now I'm actually really interested because a lot of these games are classics. You've got Joust, Clax, Paperboy apparently on Lynx. I just don't know how they play. How do you do Paperboy on Lynx? Like, I loved Paperboy on NES. I just didn't really experience any other versions. Now, everybody, False Igabot is currently on level 3-1, starting to get caught back up to where they were before.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Neff on the left in World 1. I wouldn't be too surprised if she just hits reset after falling into the dungeon. It was the all-fire room. Oh, I love it. Like, seriously, it's so... It just feels so evil, and there's no way to know which room you're gonna get. If you fall into one of those pits, just expect that you're losing a life, okay? It's a death pit for all intents and purposes. It's just a death pit that wastes time.
Yeah. Ooh, Foss is back on 1-2.
Oh my gosh.
I mean.
You know, I'm listening to the music for the stage that Exuno's on right now, and I feel this music would be appropriate, like, if you were a detective going out on a case. Yeah, see? Looks like somebody stole diamonds. See? Gotta go find... Oh, look, maybe it's those giant people. Nope, they're dead. Nope. Who killed them? There's apples everywhere. Who killed those scientists? I think it might have been... the monkey. Am I speaking in tongues? No, I only have one. Well, yeah, private investigator. I could deal with... Oh my gosh. That could legit be a fun game idea. It's a detective game, but you're a monkey. And I would really like it if you can't talk. You just can do monkey things. And you have to solve the case as a monkey. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
free video game idea, everybody. Oh, go ahead, Garb.
Foss is on 3-3 now, so let's cheer them on.
Yeah, this is... I don't think we're going to see Faults get past 3-3 on this attempt. Because you don't go right, you go left.
Yeah, so I think the strategy is kind of to, like, just keep swinging on the things that are here. There's some things on the top of the level that you can swing on that help.
Yeah.
And now they're in the pit, so now it'll be pretty hard.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we're probably going to see a game over, but still, we haven't seen more progress than that from any of the players.
Yeah.
So good job. False Igabod on the bottom right is in the lead. Great to see that amount of progress. Yay. Now, everybody, don't forget, we have 2 more matches coming up after this, as well as a stream on Tuesday for Don't Make Us Bored. I'm unsure if streams will be happening otherwise during this week, although I really have a few games that I want to play on stream for everybody. So, you know, be sure you stick around. You know, looking on Discord or Twitter is probably the best way to find out when streams are happening. Trying to think. These file cabinets that Gordo's going over, they're so big. Like, the humans are about half the height of these. How do you even get to the top files? What files do you put at the top? Because they're out of reach.
I guess you just have to climb the cabinets in this world.
Yeah, but I don't imagine these scientists are very dexterous.
Well, the taxes are at the top, apparently.
Yeah. Humans have ladders? Not these humans. I have not seen a single ladder in this office. And considering how high pretty much every filing cabinet is, you'd have to have a lot of ladders.
I mean, it's a security system. Like, the ladders are, like, really far away and hidden, so, as a security system.
Oh, okay. So, if you're trying to break in or break out or get information, you're probably going to trigger an alarm just going and finding a ladder. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
OSHA requires them to put the ladders away. That is the most sensible answer, Saint.
Yeah.
Tignatius. Ooh, I like that name. Saint Tignatius. Yeah, maybe they could do something like... Wait. Sorry, I just realized there's a flaw in the OSHA explanation. OSHA would probably have a problem with the death traps. Just saying. Yeah, we'll put the ladders away. Just don't look at the death traps. OSHA's like, okay, that's fine. They're zoned for death traps. Everybody here is pretty dang awesome and has very good opinions about how they could potentially get away with this without having too many fines for poor office layout.
Yeah, just put OSHA in the pants.
Oh my gosh, that would be a good way to do it. Actually, I was watching a John Oliver where they were talking about OSHA and inspecting workplaces, and apparently there was one workplace where they're like, okay, OSHA, we'll let you in, but you're required to wear a box on your head. They're like, what? They're like, yeah, wear a box on your head. Otherwise, we won't let you in. So the person had to wear a box on their head, and guess what? Can't see through the box. Can't see the stuff. And they can't exactly charge them with violations if they can't see the violations. And that is legit something that really happened and is totally not made up at all. And that's how you do it, okay? If OSHA's inspecting this place, put a box on their head, maybe even give them earplugs. Like, you really don't want them to see or hear anything going on here.
Wow, bro.
Just pro strats, okay? If you ever run a testing facility like this. They would be able to smell if there were cigarettes, though, which the no smoking signs would help against that. Could plug up their nose, too. Chop off their tongue. You know, make it so that all of their senses stop. Ooh. Rub, like... Oh, inject them with numbing stuff. Yeah, like that you get at a dentist. That way they will not be able to experience any of the senses going in there. Aha!
Wow.
We have figured out how to get OSHA to pass you. So thank you everybody for this collaborative stuff. You know what? You could also just, like, not get an inspection. That might work.
Yeah.
Do. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I've only worked a few jobs where OSHA was even a question. Oh my gosh, when I worked at Walmart, though, they're like, OSHA's coming on blank day, so we need to make sure everything looks right and do all of this other stuff that you don't normally do in order to prepare for an inspection. And I'm like, it almost feels like maybe it would be good for us to be prepared for a blind inspection or a surprise inspection rather than, only preparing for these specific days. I feel like customers would appreciate us always being within the guidelines. That could be good.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Cadis is saying even office jobs can get hit with OSHA. I wish OSHA would have visited at least one of my workplaces. The one that was an office job, but we were in a warehouse using lamps in order to see. The chairs were pretty crap. I don't know. There was so much wrong. Oh, and also the music blasting from the Mexican restaurant right near us, which, by the way, fantastic food, but there's only so much of that I can take in my life, okay? And when you have 8 to 9 hours of that a day while you're trying to fill out spreadsheets under lamplight, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because it was coming from next door, you couldn't hear the words of the music, which if I could hear the singing and all of the brass instruments, it might be okay, but no, all I hear is like no.
Oh.
But
Dude,
if I could hear the accordion, I love accordion, okay? I would be 100% okay with that. I love music from various cultures. I just don't necessarily like only being able to hear the very deep bass. I think it also made our desks rattle from time to time. How do you manage to have a location or a job that is that bad? It was miserable. Oh, yeah, and how about, the random days where it just smelled like sewage for no good reason?
Oh.
I got food!
Yay!
Yay!
Ooh, 3-3 for boss.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do this.
Anyways, that is possibly the worst working Is it the worst working location I've had? It was pretty bad. Okay, everybody is making some pretty good progress. Kuso6rande is back to the third world. And there we go, completing that level. Is that the end of 3-3? That is?
Yeah,
4-1.
nice.
Very nice. We have a very clear lead for Kuso6rande on the bottom right. Only 10 minutes left as well, which is good that Kuso6rande is making a solid push in this attempt.
Yeah, this is a really good attempt. So I think pretty much the farthest I've made it in this game is 4-1. So if they get relatively far in this level, they'll have got farther than I'd have gotten. So that's cool. And
oh yeah.
Ooh, it looks like Spider's about to make it to World 3 too. I don't know if they've done that earlier or not.
I like Earl's puppy farm, Yeah, we're gonna go out to the puppy fields, plant a few puppies today. Puppy. It's a puppy farm. Gotta put them nice and deep in the ground. No, Justin! No, okay, it's to grow puppies. The puppies pop out of the ground. Oh, when you send the puppies to the farm. Oh, that's right. The puppy farm is not where you want the puppies to go.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, so sad. Mother, can we go visit the puppy at the farm? No, son. Mother, why not? The puppy's dead, son. Oh, okay. Don't let me run a cattle farm? No, don't let me run a puppy farm. Actually, if I ran a cattle farm, I would shut that thing down really quickly. Because all the cows would die very quickly. Possibly because I want them to die. Possibly because I don't think I could take care of cows. I don't want to. I'm not a fan of cows.
It seems like it's really close right now between Spader and Zuno. Like
Yeah.
they're both. I know that Spader's at 3-2 right now, so they maybe ought to make it to 3-3. And I don't know how far Zuno's made it.
I don't know. Like, it's hard to say. I think Zuno and Spader have a really good chance of... I don't know, second and third are really up for grabs for both of them. I'm not sure either of them has a chance, though, to beat 3-3, because that one takes a little bit of effort, a few attempts to really learn what's going on there.
Yeah.
What do I have against cows? I hate cows. Why? Why do you ask? That's about all there is to it. Cows are dumb. But they're smart, and that's terrifying.
Cows are great.
Yeah. Wait, no! No! Sorry, I was trying to do something else, and I just agreed with you, and that's absolutely not what I meant to do. Cows are dumb and terrible and the worst. No. I was replying without using my brain, okay? Brain is back.
Spader's at 3-3 now, so I want to say that they're in second place.
My gosh, I'm having the hardest time trying to type this thing. Okay, there we go. I managed to type it. And there we go. Game over for Exuno. Spader on 3-3. Does that mean that Spader has a lock on second at this point? That's a game over.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely for Spader to get second. I haven't been keeping that much track with how Neff has been doing.
You know what? I'm not sure there's a chance for any of the players to catch up, but I'm not opposed to just watching this until time is over.
Like she may have made it far, like to World 3 and farther than Zuno, but I'm not totally sure.
I'm not sure she did, yeah. Well, we are almost to the end of the match, everybody. Just so you know, False Igabod on the bottom right definitely has made the most progress, making it to World 4. Nobody else has done that. And honestly, I think that's a pretty impressive amount of progress for a blind playthrough for this game.
Yeah, definitely. They've been doing great.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun to watch. Oh, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt, everybody. Actually, you can get hurt a little bit. There are lots of bananas. I'm glad that at least the people who run this facility really like bananas. And there are a few of the musical tracks in this game that are just classy. They're they're jams.
Oh, there's a clip there. I think it's probably the cow clip.
Well, it's important to know that I do not endorse the existence of cows.
Aww.
I do not endorse the existence of cows. I'm not sure that it really matters. They're gonna keep existing. But yeah, the best way I can keep fighting against cows is by eating them. I mean, technically,
You're not moved by
technically
them.
they might like get extinct if nobody ate cows, but I like to imagine that that's not true. At least they suffer, right? For all you vegetarians watching here, just stop listening for a little while. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh.
All you vegetarians, just pretend that I didn't say anything in the last 5 to 10 minutes, okay? I mean, look, the people in this game, they're like torturing animals and turning them into shoes and stomping monkeys with those shoes. You know, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible here.
Cows are great. I'll just say that. I'll just say that that's
You know,
my thoughts.
It actually makes me think of my grandfather. He had cows at his ranch, and honestly, you know, he really loved them. He was always sad about having to go and take them to be ground up, but that was kind of his livelihood, you know? And so, yeah, I think there are quite a few people out there who genuinely do care, but also realize that, you know, it's part of the process for running a ranch, running a business like that. Yeah, he definitely got more emotionally attached than I ever will to a cow. Ever.
Aww.
Unless they're like the Texas Longhorns. Those are so cool. Or like the woolly cows. They're kind of cute. Just like normal boring cows. No, not a fan. Well, everybody, you know what I am a fan of? Getting the timer just right, because, well, I didn't, but that's time, everybody. The match is over. You can breathe, you can relax, you can think of other things other than monkeys. Yeah, and if you didn't know that, then maybe you should have known that. Paul Sigabod takes the victory today. That was very impressive. And honestly, between Kalen, Exuno, and Spader, it's a little bit hard for me to know exactly who made the most progress there, but Spader did make it to 3-3. Cadis is confirming Spader took second, Exuno third, and Kalen takes fourth. Yeah, so how do you think they did, Guard?
Oh, I think they did well. Like, it's definitely hard to get understand like the controls and how to get things to work in. I'm really surprised that a little surprised that someone made 4-1. That's really cool.
That's really far in this game, yeah. Oh my gosh, but honestly, I feel like out of all of the games that are out there when it comes to platforming, this one clicks with me a little bit better than others. I know that because running is a little bit janky and doing other things is janky, it takes people a little while to get used to, but that gives me the advantage. Exuno, by the way, saying that that's the worst double tap detection that they've ever felt. And I can understand that. It just doesn't feel right at all.
Yeah, definitely.
And while this was made by the makers of Diablo and such, it still has some issues. Well, everybody, it looks like False Ichabod doesn't is not going to come chat with us. That's completely fine. We do thank the players for going through this and for experiencing this. Frankly, I think it's a fun game that is worth playing at least once to see, you know, essentially the beginnings of a group that eventually became legends in the video game industry. Not the best game in the world to start out with, but nobody's first game is the best game. It's just, you know, likely not going to happen. Well, Garb, any other thoughts? Anything else?
I think that'll probably be it for now, but I had a lot of fun, like, giving the game and things.
Cool. Well, good. I had a lot of fun as well. Well, we will see you another time then. Take care and have a great afternoon.
Yeah, see ya, bro.
All right, bye. Also, everybody, Kuso6rande, you know, we love to see people succeed, but we also love to cheer on everybody who's playing because, simply put, they're going and stepping out and taking risks playing a game in front of other people. Seriously, kudos to everybody who plays. I know how it feels to get first, and I really know how it feels to not get first. To get last. It happened to me a lot. Well, everybody, I'm going to run a quick advertisement and step away from the computer for just 1 minute. We will be right back as we're preparing for the third of 4 games today. Be back in a minute.